Welcome to my kitchen, where I show you recipes for food that my family enjoys. And today, it's 3-ingredient buttermilk biscuits. What could be better than a nice warm biscuit with butter and jelly? So first things first, we'll talk about our ingredients. We'll have 2 cups of self-rising flour, 2/3 to 3/4 cup of buttermilk, and a 1/4 cup of chilled butter. Now, as you can see, I've already made a batch here because this recipe will make 8 biscuits, and I have a big family and we love biscuits. So this is my 2 cups of self-rising flour that I'm gonna go ahead and add to it the 1/4 cup of butter. You see, I've already cut it into pats. It just makes it easier to break down into the flour. We'll just go ahead and pour this in here. Next, I'm gonna take my pastry cutter. Now, again, if you don't have a pastry cutter, you can use 2 forks, you can use knives, you can use your hands. You just really wanna mix that butter into the flour. What you're looking for is the texture of little peas of butter within this flour. Shake that off, make sure we don't leave any butter. I'm just gonna feel it. All right, I think our butter is well incorporated. So now we'll add our buttermilk in, and you just wanna stir it gently. Just fold that buttermilk in. The dough is gonna be sticky. It is gonna be wet, and that's okay. But you don't want it too sticky. So I'm gonna start with the 2/3 cup and mix it all in. And it's still looking like I'm gonna take a little bit more. So let's go ahead and pour this in. Mix it until I can get it to form a nice ball of dough. And then we're gonna turn it out and work it on the table. Don't be afraid to use your hands with this part. That's coming together nicely. Put a little flour on my hands. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some flour on my surface that I'm gonna work the dough. I've got it into a nice ball, and I'm gonna press it. Just at this point, we're gonna press it into a rectangle onto the table. We don't wanna overwork it, so I'll show you. I'm only gonna turn it, 4 or 5 times, okay? Then I'll pat it back out. I turned it once. Pat it back out. We'll go ahead and turn it again. Go ahead and add some flour to your hands if it's sticking. Mine feels like it's doing okay. All right, pat it out. I'm gonna actually flip it. Make sure I have enough flour here to keep it off. Pat it out. We'll go ahead one more time. And now you could grab a roller, or you could just use your hands like I do. And I'm gonna pat it out to the thickness that I like. We like a thick biscuit, but it's your preference, however you want. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and cut some biscuits. And if you have a biscuit cutter, great. If you don't, this works just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip it in a little flour. Go straight down. I'm not gonna twist it. It's not gonna ruin it if you do. Just try just to go straight down. We'll go here. Now I have buttered my cast iron skillet. You could of course do this on a cookie sheet, a pie tin, whatever you use to make your biscuits. And I did generously butter it. You use a cookie sheet. You could use cooking spray, cut down on the fat if you'd like. But I'll use a good old cast iron skillet, nicely buttered. And I think these are ready to go in the oven. I've got this dough, I can put them on a different pan, and we're ready to go. So these are gonna go into a preheated 375-degree oven. I'm gonna leave them in 12 to 15 minutes. Just keep an eye, it's gonna depend on your oven, but in about 15 minutes, guaranteed, we'll have some yummy biscuits. So you could use these biscuits for anything. I have an annual Christmas brunch and we do sausage gravy and biscuits. That'd be perfect. These would be perfect with dinner. Or you could just eat it with butter, some honey, or some jelly. I've got some honey and some jelly here now, and I'm gonna get one ready to try. All right, so this is butter and raspberry preserves. Look at how tall that biscuit is. That's perfect. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's good. Do you want to try it? I'm gonna let my cameraman try it. Tristan, try a bite. Is it good? It's a winner. 3 ingredient biscuits. Doesn't get any easier than that.